Okay, shush to me. Shush. Okay, guess we're on. Cześć Siema, jak leci? Out here on a very, well, lightly snowy, very frosty morning. You can see I already got some stuff out, and we'll talk about that in a second. But my connection has been cutting out quite severely this whole week. I have no idea how this will work today. So, okay, I just got only one warning about dropped frames so far, so we might be on. We'll see how that goes. Just fair warning that we might have cutouts. I'm recording this. I'm aware of the issues, so I'm recording this just in case. But yeah, we let the kettle boil and then we get on with it. Okay, hello again. Yeah, getting more warnings about drop frames, so really sorry about that, but unfortunately nothing I can do. It's just, I think it's my profile issue. So, as the title of the stream says, we're going to look into French 24-hour Freeze-Dried Pack, or R.I.L, Ration Individuelle Lyophilisée. I got two of those packed in different years. We'll get into the older one, the menu number 5. But before that, just as a reminder, because as you know, like the basic French ration is this. It comes in a box. It consists of 2 cans of maize. Got a box with 6 varieties of biscuits. It's 6 salty, 6 cereal, and 6 chocolate, so lots of biscuits. You get muesli, you get some sort of spread, you get some sort of dessert. Obviously the stove to heat up the cans, an instant soup pack, lots of snacks, some jam, some isotonic drink, tissues, and drink pack. We won't be getting into this today. Maybe we won't at all. We had enough French rations as it were before. But just to show you, to compare how the components of these rations differ. Okay, so this is like regular RCIR ration, the combat ration, individual combat ration to be reheatable. I can't English. So yeah, so there's that. Um, but yeah, but the situation where this sort of pack, this is it's easier to eat because you can eat them. You can eat the meal straight from the can. They can be warmed up for better experience, but they're perfectly safe to eat as is. In some situations, though, you may want to reduce weight to carry because, as you can imagine, cans add a lot of weight. Or you may be in a situation where, for example, extreme cold might affect the cans in a bad way. And those are the situations where you'd go for freeze-dried food. So, here's how it looks like. Going by the sticker with the components, with the contents of the ration, the only thing that changed is the outer packaging. Insides are the same between those two, and they just swapped from this. I just can't get over how awesome this gizmo is. I will show you in a minute. To a Ziploc bag that is also sealed at the moment. But then you just go and tear off the top part, and then yeah, just a regular Ziploc bag. But that's not what we're looking at today either. This is our choice. Ration individuelle, le freezer, and I will butcher French all the way till Sunday today, so apologies in advance for that. Menu number 5, as you can see, sans pork, without pork. Best before 2.5 years ago, but because it's freeze-dried, freeze-dried food holds better than ready-made food, even in pouches, so this is almost as good as new. You can see what's inside. There's also some warnings. But, so I told you about this little thingy. You just pull it off, and it's like a little stick inside, and not fully filled tube. And then if you want to close it back again, you just slip it on like that. I'm pretty sure you should be able to find stuff like that at the store. Didn't see it here anywhere, and it's just brilliant for crisps or cereal or whatever. I love those. I keep saving them every time I have one of these. So let's get all this stuff out. Also, this bag is it's plastic, it's very heavy duty, so not much danger of it getting torn or damaged. And in case you wonder, energy value per ration is 3,400 calories, 14% proteins, 21% fat, and 65% carbs. Waterproof bag, suitable for food contact. Bag and sliding stick are reusable. I won't be using the bag, but maybe we'll for trash. Anyway, one thing I wanted to mention and I forgot already, because why? The boxed canned version of the ration weighs about 3 pounds, and this one 2 pounds. So you can see how that might make it easier to carry it around with you for the whole day. Okay. So let's see what we got. Okay, this is our breakfast. Mixed muesli, chocolate, and this is muesli you want to eat with cold water, because as soon as you add hot and the chocolate melts, it becomes so rich, so fucking dark and rich, like Then we got 2 mains, and funny enough, they're made by different companies. Yeah, they're made by different companies. So it's not just brand, but actually different company. So we got some recette au bœuf, or rice and beef with mushrooms. And then we got poulet pâté champignon, chicken mushroom pasta. All are like single serve, just hot water mix and wait. We got mushrooms though in both, so I'm starting to question my decision to pick this one. Then we got some bœuf cuisine lyophilisé. Viande de bœuf cuisine aux herbes de Provence lyophilisé. Oh, okay. So I saw on the packaging it said freeze-dried meat. And I was like, freeze-dried? Do you mean dehydrated, like jerky? But again, it uses the word lyophilisé, which is like freeze-dried. So we'll see about that. It's beef with herbs de Provence, like that herb mix. Huh. Really curious. But yeah, extra protein. Then we got biscuit pack, biscuits, and it's smaller than the box ration because what you get is just 2 packs of salted biscuits. No variety, no cereal or chocolate ones. I think salted are my least favorite, but well. Pain complet au chocolat, so we get chocolate bread. Because we're adults and we can have chocolate bread. Rillettes de poulet rôti. Something like that. I believe that's chicken pâté. What else do we have here? We have some soup de poisson, fish soup. Basically just a hot mug, something to drink. And we got 2 mixed drink isotonics. So the citron vert, menthe. So lemon, lime, mint flavor. That is a flavor I've not experienced before. Much curious about that. Then we got something that does not come in box ration, but it's always part of the preset ones. We got energy gels, date and fig flavored. So that's basically fruit puree with added sugar or fructose. Yeah, basically that. 80% fruit puree and 20% sugar or fructose. So to give you like a little energy boost. And then we got all the snacks. We got chocolate bar. We got 2 energy bars, coffee flavored. And then we got 2 cereal bars, apricot flavor, I believe. And as you can see from the packaging, these are all like civilian packaging stuff you could just pick up at the store yourself. So this shows you how the French rations are made. We got water purification tabs, which obviously won't be using because there's no need for that. Okay, we got tissue pack, same as there. We got some strawberry jam. And then we got exact same drink pack. Okay, we'll get inside. If you've seen one of these drink packs, you've seen all. But yeah, I think French and Brits got most comprehensive drink packs and like always packed the same way, just stuffed into whatever ration they come with. So we got 2 coffees, we got 2 teas, mint, green tea with mint, the verde à la menthe and black R.I.L, Ceylon. We got 2 dirty sugars, paquet de bonne humeur. We got 2 packs of salt and pepper, and then we got some cocoa drink. Yeah, compared to boxed ration, obviously mines are freeze-dried, not canned. I assume this would be our dessert instead of canned cheese or pudding. And then we got the meat and the gels, a smaller pack of biscuits. Other than that, it's the same composition. So again, that predictability. I can't speak today. That predictability that is good. It's comforting too. Okay, let's get this out on a tray. Let's mix some stuff up. Let's get to eating because breakfast, drinks, that's drinks, that's sugar with drinks, salt and pepper, which we will probably won't need because those meals are usually pretty well flavored, spiced. I will count the soup as a drink. Snacks and more snacks, and there's snacks and there's biscuits, and then there's that weird meat. Okay, what we're going to start with is mixing a little bit of these 3 meals, because obviously since I won't be eating whole portion, I don't want to mix and try to reheat it later. I'll just mix what I can eat, and I got bowls and prepared. Okay, someone in my family didn't clean the bowl well enough, but it's on the outside, so we won't care. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, there's no utensils included. I would assume soldiers carrying their own with them. Slowly pour the amount of warm or cold water, 125 ml, and stir at the same time so that the dish is well hydrated. Stand for 5 minutes, open and stir again. Okay, since this one, I'll show you. I will show you. Just look at this muesli. The huge chocolate chunks, and if they melt, they're gorgeous, but they're so fucking rich. Can I get maybe like some muesli without the tiny portions today, guys, because I just can't. There's too much stuff to try. And as you can see, I can just fold it, slip the. Okay. It's sometimes tricky to get it in on the first try. And there, it's safely locked. It won't get spilled or get too much air into it. It's nice. Hello, bedtime background. I am too, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Excited for French food. I got rice with beef and mushrooms, and I got chicken and a pasta with mushrooms. This sounds more like a solid, quite basic food to me than something to be excited about, but should be nummy. Should be very nummy, especially since the ingredient list is so short here. Like pre-cooked rice, freeze-dried cooked beef, fats, vegetables, potato starch, beef stock, salt, parsley, pepper. Does it. Oops. I spilled powder everywhere. Speaking about powders, Just a reminder to anyone who may need some meds or other powders, please take them. Don't forget them. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's proper nice. Shush you. That's some proper nice chunks of meat in there. Some rice. And some veggies as well. Okay. Tiny portions are the tiny portions. Don't overdo it today, please. Ziplocked. Safe. It smells curious, but so lunch, let's say, and dinner would be chicken mushroom pasta. Pre-cooked pasta, wheat, vegetable fat, poultry, mushrooms. Well, I know who this will be saved from. I keep hitting my pop shield today, sorry. Yes, there's like a mark to tear the top. Okay, there's powder everywhere. I told you it will be one of these days, given the way my week and my cake went. For some reason, they both got a little bit of a fishy smell. It's weird. It's much weird. Okay, though. Some pieces of meat in this as well, so it seems like it's mostly pasta. There's a little bit of chicken and mushrooms, not much. A little bit of the sauce as well. I wonder how many times I will spill something before we get to eat. My bet would be very many. Okay. I'm going to put the water to the side because I don't want to risk moving my kettle here just yet, okay? Okay, so the water boiled like 20 minutes ago. Still plenty hot. Okay. And let's get the lid on to keep that warmth in. I add just a little bit of water on purpose, because I don't want this to become too soupy, and I can always add more. It should still rehydrate. And as I said, muesli gets cold water. That's too much. But as I said, you can't take water out, so off to the side. Drinks, soup. Oops. I'm about to tear the coffee packet open, so let's be more smart about this. Like the tear line is perforated, but if you grab it wrong, you can tear into the packet. Coffee. Teas, because why not? Hot cocoa. Yeah, please. Okay, sweet coffee. And we got drink mix, just one. Okay, let's start with this. How much water do you need? Oh, here. 500 ml of water. Again, this sort of packet, shape and the amount of water it's used for It's perfect just for your regular water bottle. You can just pour the powder into that, shake, and drink straight from the bottle then. How much more? Are we done yet? No, there's more coming. Okay, that's it. That's it, that's all. It's everything. We're done, we go home. Give it a stir. Salty. I will leave it just cloudy, yeah, salty. I will leave it for a bit before pouring into my glass, but oh, there's a reason why I don't like French ones. I know they would be great as isotonic to, you know, rehydrate you, to keep the minerals in your body, but Jesus, it's so salty. One, two, three, four, 5 warm drinks. Am I prepared? 2, 4. I am indeed prepared. Just about prepared. Okay. Okay. I probably wouldn't want to. Ingredients: sucrose, fructose, dextrose, so lots of sugars first. Acidity regulators: sodium citrate, potassium citrate, natural flavors, sodium chloride, vitamin B1. Yeah, it's got salt in it, actual salt. But dude, just the flavor puts me off. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to put the cups in a way you don't see the printings on them, because some of them might be telling a little bit of where I am, and we don't want that. Okay. Soup. Soupe de poisson. Voici la quantité d'eau bouillante indiquée ci-dessus dans un bouille. Un bouille to 50 ml, okay. Let's make it a big cup then. I don't think I ever had fish soup in this kind of soup. It was always like chicken or veggie or something like that. It smells quite nice. Yeah, poisson, fish. Not poison, poisson. Then we got 2 teas. We got it black. And then we got green with fish juice. I mean, it will be like plain soup, just a drink, so it kind of does qualify as fish juice, I'd say. Green with mint. Oh, the smell of mint. I used to hate it, but yeah, grew on me, totally grew on me. Coffee can go here. I should see if I can maybe stir my kettle into action. Tea, coffee, sugar. Daddy. I'm always amused by that sugar. Okay, we will need more water because I'm This is like over a liter, and I'm darn sure my kettle doesn't fit that much liquid in. And then we got hot cocoa. This one is for 15 deciliters or 150 mils or like 5 ounces. Bugger off from my pants. They comfy, okay? Okay. You won't get my cocoa because of that. Because you're mean to me. I should stop. This is supposed to go on Twitter, on YouTube later, so let's try and be professional this way. Water is boiling, so we wait for water. Okay, I got my... where's my tray? There's my tray. But that will come in a minute. Okay. So, let's see what the other option was for the mains. Oh, look, these are both by the same company, by MX3 Adventure. We got Beef Bourguignon Epate, beef stew and pasta. Beef bourguignon with pasta, that's okay. And then we got lentils au jambon, I don't know, cuisine. So cooked lentils with ham. I think I had that one before and it was delicious. But yeah, we got something different entirely today. Does this also have freeze-dried meat? Yes, it does. It also has the chocolate bread. It's me. So that will do. Ooh, okay. So this is the freeze-dried meat we have today, and this is the other option we could have had. Beef, lyophilisé. They're both beef, okay, and same flavoring. So Provence herbs. Okay. So we not. Only difference is different companies, so that'd be good. Okay. I'm going to move my mic to the side for a little bit. Refill the kettle and put it on again. Okay, there's coffee. So get mixed in a second. Here is the isotonic. Lemon, lime, mint. It smells quite nice, but the salt levels in that tray. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's start with desserts, because why not? Pain complete or chocolate bread by Bridgeford. Produced in US, imported by R.I.L in Denmark. It's like international business, Russian production. That's chocolate bread. I'd hope for at least like chocolate chips in it. I guess it might be like filled inside, but Yeah, it's feel like very dry, grainy Nutella like stuff. Snacks wise, we also got 2 of these energy bars, coffee flavored. So all in all, we got less variety in snacks than in box ration, because then we would have also nougat and we had jelly. We'd have 2 flavors of these as well. Siraba, apricot flavor. And obviously I'm opening only one of each because there's no need for more. Those 2 can go away. We got a bar of chocolate, 70% dark chocolate, which is the one good thing. It's quite bloomed. Remember, bloomed chocolate it's usually still good. It just means that the fat went to the top and stayed there because it was overheated at some point. Given the summers here, it's completely understandable. 2 packs of salty biscuits. Let me just get one salty biscuit. And as I said, this is viande de poulet criticana. This is chicken pate, 90% chicken meat, I believe duck liver, onions, sea salt, something, and flavorings. Okay. Oh, it smells nice. But as usual, these are quite coarsely ground. They're quite grainy compared to how I like my pate. Soup. And hot cocoa drink. A little stirring ASMR. By the way, if you can tell me how much are we like cutting out or freezing, because I keep getting like warning every 2 minutes about drop frames, and it's not a good warning. Ah. Okay, so fish soup. It's quite dark and it doesn't smell very fishy. It also doesn't want to dissolve properly. Okay, I will leave it for a bit. Give it another stir later. Yeah, quite a lot of drinks, but as you can imagine, this is 24-hour ration, so that's completely understandable. To keep you hydrated for the whole day. Okay, we got the energy gels. They're made to be eaten on the go, because you just tear off the top of this spout or nozzle, and you can squeeze it and drink it straight from the pouch, like you would some fruit mousses and fruit purees. You can also just cut it off lower, because this is quite a narrow nozzle otherwise. But yeah, just opening them for now. And I got a spoon to show them on. I come prepared. What else am I need? Knife, maybe fork, we'll see. I said fork, not fork. This, I'm so curious about this. Because it's not, they said it's freeze-dried meat. It's not, just dehydrated like jerky. Oh yeah, it totally. I'm not sure if I appreciate this kind of smell. And it looks quite gnarly. Like, it doesn't look like meat or anything. Very curious. Obviously, if you wanted, you could just pour water into that and make it like a stew. Again, rehydrate it. But yeah, that's not what we're going to do today, because we're going to enjoy crunchy meat. Huh. Okay, I would almost forget the jam. This is muesli with too much water. Oh, have to live with that. There's our strawberry jam here, and our mains. This is still very dry. Okay, a bit more water. A couple more drops of water, and so this is rice with beef and mushrooms. If I made a whole portion, it would probably fill the whole space. So yeah, now we know why I only make a tiny bit of it. And chicken pasta, as my luck have it. I just have some problems with hydrating pasta dishes. Like, I don't know why, but can be because I add too little water. But it looks very creamy. That's nice. Okay, let's put it all to the side. Maybe dig out the tea bags first, because I don't want them too strong. Yes, I would normally squeeze out tea bags, but I'm doing this one-handed today, so okay. There you have it. All components of 24-hour French freeze-dried ration from like 2018, I believe. Menu number 5. Let's just get to it, because my spoon is already covered in that sauce. Let's try this first. So this is chicken, mushroom, and pasta in some sort of creamy sauce. I tried to give it a close up, but it still looks like cat puke. It smells nice. Okay, so one, this is definitely underhydrated. 2, a bit cold by now. But it tastes quite nice. Like, it's not knock your socks off kind of cuisine, but very creamy, very gentle. It definitely is cold weather kind of food. Like, I imagine it having it warm and properly hydrated. It's very much a tummy hug kind of food. Just smooth and easy to eat, but filling, and it's like safe food, comfort food. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Let's try the rice with beef. So I don't know if I told you that, but beef isn't that popular in Poland. I guess mostly because, oh, that's a big piece. Couple like years back, I think I was like in primary school. There was that episode of mad cow disease. So beef went over the menu, and then we safe now. Obviously, they're starting to try to bring it back, but the prices are just too high for people to afford, so it's hard to, get it going. You can easily see all the veggies and the meat pieces. Oh. Yeah, under rehydrated as well, but for the chicken and pasta, like the main flavor would be creamy. This is more veggie, more herby. It's kind of a little bit layered. You get one flavor, then another. I'm not sure if this is my favorite flavor combination, but yeah, it's interesting. Okay. That's nice. If I were to choose, I'd probably still stick to the chicken and pasta, but this is interesting. It definitely wakes your taste buds up. Yeah, this is comforting. This is exciting. Very, very curious combination. Tea. Let's have plain black tea. Royal Ceylon. That's a very gentle black tea. Quite floral too. Yeah. Even if, I usually take my black tea with sugar, and I can easily drink that without, so that tells you something about how grown up it is. Salty biscuits. They're very fun. They're fresh. Nice, fresh, crumbly. Problem with them is, imagine buttery biscuits and then salt. They're not salty the way crackers are, but like the salt is added, and I think like when you make regular crackers, you just put salt on top, so the cracker itself is unflavored, and the salt is just salt, and they add salt to the dough here, so it creates some sort of thing, and just no, yeah. Pate, as you can see, you can easily see the meat strands. It's very coarsely ground. And I imagine the darker bits would be the liver bits. My. Imagine softest, juiciest, chicken, cooked mostly on its own, so it tastes very chickeny. But it's also made smooth with some extra fat. Just, if not for the biscuits, like if this was with like regular bread or something, it's just gorgeous. And especially if you don't think of it as of pate, which for me is very smooth spread, but just a chicken spread on your meat. Okay, sorry. There's just so much flavor in that. A little bit of spice too, but this pate. Oops, this pate is gorgeous. Oh, proper delicious. So, muesli, as I said, too much water. Do I still have the pack? What kind of muesli we get in here? English. Oat flakes, wheat flakes, and barley flakes. So like a very basic kind of muesli, just seeds crushed and prepared. Skim milk, chocolate chips, caramelized puff rice, caramelized sunflower seeds. Okay, that's nice. And then like a lot of possible allergen warnings. Just look at the huge chocolate chunks in that. So I used cold water, and you can see the milk already beginning to look like a cocoa. If I add hot water and the chocolate chips melt completely, this will be like the thickest chocolatey thing. It definitely rides this line of healthy and decadent. You wouldn't imagine that line exists, but it does, and this rides that line. Because there's no added sugar to the cereal flakes themselves. You get caramelized rice puffs, caramelized sunflower seeds, but the main body, the flakes, are just plain grain. And then you get that choc chips, which are quite dark. It's delicious. Although I must say, I kinda, as I said, with hot water, this is a bit too rich for me, and you can't really add your jam as you would to like just plain fruity muesli. Jam. Let's get on jam. Beautiful, beautiful strawberry jam. It's sweet, very sweet. But yeah, I could easily say it's strawberry jam. Problem is, you can't. I mean, I can't really pair that with the salty crackers. It just doesn't work in my head. So that's sad. That's very sad. Okay, so we got green tea with mint, tè verde alla mente, something like that. Just clears your nose, clears your palate in a very gentle way. It's quite refreshing actually. Today I think though I preferred black. It's interesting. Okay, so we got our freeze-dried beef. with specifically beef with Provence herbs, some salt. Kind of looks like a tree bark. Oh. Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Huh. That's not what I was expecting. Okay, I would need some. Give me a moment. And we're going to put kettle on once again because this is not what I was expecting in the least. And I'm not sure if I enjoy it. But for the sake of experiment, we're going to rehydrate a little bit of it. So if you sometimes pick out pieces of meat from these meals, they are very crunchy, very dry. This is not as dry, and the beef is obviously processed, it's ground. So as you chew, it just turns into like a pulp in your mouth. Bit meaty, not too much of these spices. But because it's not dry enough that it would just crunch through. It will always start to rehydrate in your mouth, and because of that, mm, yeah, I'm just not in love with texture. And since the flavor isn't too amazing either, just grab a couple pieces. I'm going to pour hot water in to show you how it looked rehydrated. Because that's what you can do as well. You know, you can do that and make it kind of a stew. Okay, before we get into the sweet stuff, let's try the fish soup. Okay. There's lots of debris on the bottom. It's hot. You can see it's quite viscous. But the color is putting me off. I'm not sure if that's how it should be. Okay, so we got something potato, corn syrup, 8% fish, flavoring, salt, more potato something, some extract, tomato. Okay, it's got tomato, so that explains the color. Tomato, and then some more veggies like onion and carrot, and something else, and milk, proteins. So it's a gamble. It might be tomato, it might be spoiled milk bits in it. I'm going to take a sip. I think this company, because okay, so the flavor is slowly just building up, slow to build up. Um, Trying to decide, if you didn't tell me it's fish soup, would I be able to identify it? Maybe, if I knew it's a possibility. Like, if I focus, especially as I go along and have more sips, um, the seafood flavor kinda is there, but it's definitely not what I'd imagine. Um, Having fish soup. I mean, mostly because probably the idea of fish soup I have here in Poland is a bit different. I don't think we use tomatoes in them, so it's completely different flavor profile. Mm. I mean, at least compared to the veggie one, this one got some flavor in it because the veggie one is just so unsalted and just oh. But on a cold day, warm cup of soup, yeah, would work. But it's like with the biscuits. It's just I'm not in love with it. Going to add water. Okay. Add water and then we let the meat rehydrate in it. Leave it. Okay, we leave it there for some moments. While we get to the good stuff. Chocolate bread, fun chocolate. Yes, I'm a grown up. At least that's what my ID claims. Hmm. Hmm. That's not very exciting. I can see the ratio of filling to the bread. Like if you take big bites, then yeah, you get a little bit of chocolate with every bite. Otherwise, you're screwed. Mm. The bread itself is quite dry. And the chocolate, I'm not sure what it is mixed with, but it's not the most present flavor. Mm-mm. You had my hopes. You had my hopes there, and you failed. You disappointed me. Oh, and I'm not a fan of coffee either. Huh. See, I whipped out French Russian as opposed to German one today because I had high hopes. So many nice drinks, snacks. It has potential. It doesn't fully utilize that potential. So, well, coffee energy bar. Oh, it's crumbly. There's some cereal in there. It's a bit oily. um, I should learn to stop to use the R and in yeah. I think what happened to it was the same that happened to chocolate. That it got warmed too much and oils just separated and got to the surface. It just creates a very not nice film on my inside my mouth. It's one of those things that making freeze-dried ration should prevent. It got the quality of snack got deteriorated because of extreme temperature. That was unavoidable, other than replacing the snack completely, but sad, much sad. Syrup bar apricot. Okay. Very nicely fruity, crunchy, dense. That's a nice snack. Not my favorite. There's better fruits than apricots, let's be honest. But better than the energy bar. Okay, this chocolate. And now there will be ASMR. If they gave me that quality of chocolate in that bread, even if just as a chocolate chips and not inside, I would be much happier. Proper 70% dark chocolate. Thumbs up. Thumbs up for that. Okay, let me just change flavors a little bit before I get too chocolated out. Energy gels, as I said, this is basically fruit puree, which is half and half fruit and water. Then you get fructose or sugar added. As I said, you just slurp it straight from the pouch. Okay, it's coming out. It's a little bit. Ooh. The fruit smell is quite heavy. So this is the fig one. It's quite dark. Very concentrated flavor. I like fresh figs. This one doesn't really taste like fresh fig. I mean, it might be they added fructose or something, but just it will certainly give me a kick given the amount of sugars that's in it. And sometimes that's what you need, just a short-lived energy kick. Let's see if dates are any better. Oh, it's thick. It's dry. It's thick. It looks like things. It's lighter in color than the fig one. This one is much nicer. Especially if you like dates. Dates, sugar. That's it. Okay. I'm going to do a brave and try the isotonic. Lemon, lime, mint. Great sounding combo, but okay. not as bad in salt levels as I imagine. The citrus and mint. It's very light mint. It's there in the bag, but it's very, very light. I've covered the salt well enough that it's palatable for me. Get points for that, French. So here's our. Okay, so apparently it's not ground beef, but yeah, that's what you get. Very thinly sliced. So after you hydrate it, the flavoring gets a bit more pronounced. And texturally it gets closer to just a stewed meat instead of whatever sort of meaty pulp I was having in my mouth before. But I'm still not in love with it. I would much prefer regular jerky or dehydrated meat, and I'm pretty convinced regular jerky would work for freeze-dried ration as well. Would probably work better than this. It's just not very nice. I mean, yeah, you can rehydrate it, mix it, I know, with your biscuits, or add it to your mains for extra meat, but not convinced. I am not convinced. Okay, I believe that's all. Not a very happy food today. We didn't have many food dances. So let's wrap it up and hope the the cocoa drink will save the situation. Spoiler alert, I know it will not, because the cocoa drink isn't the best, but cheers. It's quite solid. Although you can taste the powder, and if it's going to be a cocoa drink and not hot chocolate, which obviously is a cocoa because it's very thin, I would prefer mine a little bit more on the milky side, which you can't even reproduce because there's no white